lamp on. Good morning. I have never really vlogged before. So this will be an experience. Because I want to vlog a day in the life of me getting a monthly infusion, that I have to get for my disease. So, it is literally 5 in the morning because I have to catch a bus. There you go. 5 in the morning. Because I have to catch a bus down to Boston where I go and get my treatments, and the bus is at 7 in the morning, and yeah, that's when the bus leaves. So this will be an experience. Stay tuned. Might I also add the fact that it is like 20 degrees outside too. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great day. Just having some avocado toast. And then I have some of this. I need to fuel myself today. With the amount of medication that I'm on, I need to eat not heavy in the morning, but like enough that it won't make me sick. Because I take at least like 20 pills a day. It's kind of ridiculous. So, and today I need to fuel myself. So we're gonna put some good stuff into my body. So I have to leave in like the next like 10 minutes. Particularly too because it is like I gave myself a long time to get to the bus terminal, but it is supposedly snowing right now. That's what my phone said. I looked outside. It doesn't look like it's snowing, but supposedly it's snowing right now. So I wanted to give myself enough time to be able to actually get there. And I am putting on a little bit of makeup so I don't look like a total zombie, because I'm only running on 4 hours of sleep. I worked until 10 last night and I didn't get to bed until like 12:30, and then I woke up at like 4:30, so we're thriving over here. Today is a particularly scary day for my infusion though. And when I say infusion, I mean I'm getting something called intravenous immunoglobulin infusion. So basically it's a long infusion. I get 3 bottles of this like clear, thick liquid. The blood product. It's antibodies from other people's blood that I'm getting infused into my own body because my body doesn't have the right antibodies, essentially, more or less. It's about a 6.5 hour infusion, like meaning I sit there for about 6.5 hours attached to an IV, getting the stuff pumped into me. So it's called a long infusion. That's why I go down to Boston for it, because it is not purely also because my neurologist is down there, but also it's not something a little more of this. It's not something that they, I guess they probably can do it up here. I don't really know. I just get it because my neurologist is down there. So anyway, today is particularly scary though, because obviously we are in a pandemic and I am high risk. Some of the medications I'm on require me to essentially strip my immune system from my body, because my immune system is attacking my body. That's what having an autoimmune disease entails. So it is a grand time. I'm coming from a state that, going into Massachusetts, that is technically high risk now. We are, or at risk rather. And it's scary because I'm traveling. I'm using public transportation. Primarily because I don't want to have to drive out of the city, A, the day before Thanksgiving, which is today, and B, after I sit there for 6 hours and get this stuff pumped into me, I tend to not feel great. So being able to take the bus out of the city back to my vehicle has been the better way to transport myself during this entire ordeal. I don't need to be wearing makeup today, but like I said, trying not to look like a zombie. Because I'm coming from a higher risk state too, I am of an exempt group of people. So typically if you're coming from a high risk state, a lot of states will have you quarantined for 14 days before you can be out and about in their state. They'll have you quarantine when you get there. I'm only going for a day. I'm only going for medical treatment, and that is one of the exempt groups of people. If you are entering Massachusetts from a high risk state for medical treatment, and that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to be all masked up. But yeah, so that is what's kind of on the docket today. And I will obviously film when I get there, because it's an ordeal, and it's a very interesting ordeal. I love my team down in Boston. They're great. I've had a lot of good experiences down in Boston, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, I am on the bus. I am the only one on the bus right now. Even the bus driver is not on the bus, but I'm on the bus. So I have 2 layers of mask on, so it's about 6, or 2 masks on, so it's about 6 layers on. So they recommend, I think, at least 4, but I have 6. So this will be an interesting ride, that's for sure. Hopefully it all goes very smoothly, but we shall see. When I actually get to Boston, I need to go to the grocery store to get myself some lunch because this is such a long treatment. And yeah, I give myself a couple of hours before my treatment. My treatment starts at 10 and it is almost 7 on the dot. So I have about maybe like an hour and a half to spare to actually be able to go and start my treatment. So it's gonna be a very interesting day, that's for sure. I have made it to the city, so now it's time to head over to the hospital and the infusion unit, and time to get treatment. Well, correction, not get treatment. I'm going to the grocery store, and then I'm going to get treatment, because it is only like 8:30, so like I said, my appointment's at 10, and yeah, we'll be heading over there, and in for a long day ahead of me, just sitting in a chair for 6 hours, but I will bring you guys through what that actually entails, because it's more than just sitting in a chair for 6 hours. So I'll check back in a bit. Here's some clips of me actually getting the infusion. I didn't really feel comfortable talking to the camera because I was actually sitting in an infusion center. If you look, you'll see that clear bottle up there, and that is actually what is being infused into my body right now. I believe this is the first bottle. I usually get 3 of them, but because they were bigger bottles this time, I actually only got 2. And here I'm just showing you the rate at which it is being infused into my body. And if you actually look, you'll see bubbles, which means that it is almost at the bottom of the bottle. And here I'm just showing you that it was almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, meaning I had been there for quite a long time at that point. And in this clip, I'm actually showing that the infusion is done. You'll see a pop-up on the screen in a second. It's flashing red, and it says infusion complete. Alright, it is now 3:30, and I am done after a 10 a.m. start time. It was a little silly. I'm in the elevator right now, but feeling okay. I'm feeling very tired, because that's what happens, but yeah, we got through it this time, and all the other times, but again, we got through it.